Vines. So, today is Vines. Or no, actually, who's playing today? Dan is playing Brian Frame.
Good match.
Yeah. And I said, hey, look, don't take this guy lightly. He's good.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Guys, what's going on out there today? Brent Abel here, WebTennis.com. Slight to moderate tech issues in my life this morning, Jeff.
Damn it.
Starting with that Microsoft company.
Yeah.
I mean, I email with this little screen that says, sorry, period, you've been locked out, period.
Sorry.
Contact your administrator. I go, well, you're looking at them. Okay. So I got
Then they follow up. Was this message helpful? No.
Right.
No.
Anyway, if you have any questions for me until I get this thing resolved, you can shoot me an email to my personal email, brentabel@gmail.com.
Morning, Mark. Morning, Rich.
Guys, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
Mark, hopefully you got my email back answering your question about the doubles sides and all that. So hopefully it was helpful.
What you mean? Just like Microsoft asking me if that message was helpful to me.
That's right. I'm asking.
Mark's going, no,
never.
Not helpful at all, Jeff. In fact, I'm more confused than ever.
Right.
See, yes, I did. Still thinking about it, right?
About it.
It wasn't that clear. All right, good. All right, guys, enough of this banter. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday morning wherever you are. Where are we here in the Jeff 802 in the West Coast? Gorgeous day yesterday in the grass courts. Toasty. We got up to 94 yesterday here, and it's going to be a repeat performance, I think, today as well. I'm going to take the day off.
I had a stellar day in Berkeley yesterday.
Good.
It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, cool.
Erica and Barry Bulmer on the court.
Nice.
Hour and a half session, volley drills, just it's great.
The whole package.
Yeah, the whole package.
Well, those girls are getting ready for Pacific Coast of Berkeley.
No, first is La Jolla, the hard courts.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Are they partnered there?
No, I think Erica's playing with Judy Newman.
Okay.
In the 60s. Yeah.
That's a tough team.
Yeah.
That's a tough team.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I've got a very hypey title for you today. 5 things that make your passing shots ... perfect. And Jeff, I think you were right. I should have only capitalized R and F.
Yeah.
As in the Fed.
The Fed.
But I got a point here from several years ago this was in Minneapolis. And here we go. And yeah. So let me see if I've got, let's go ahead and stop it right before I play this passing shot. So one thing I think that you want to be thinking tactically is that it sure looks like this thing, up the line for me, up the line meaning, that wide open lower 40 is wide open. And right. It is wide open. But I'm also thinking, Jeff, what's my opponent thinking that I'm thinking? Right. And so
he knows that I know that he knows that we know.
That's right. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Most of the time. So his whole thing is, well, I better hedge my bet and just cover as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
The wide open court. And so here we go. I'm thinking what he's thinking. Anyway. And so I think sometimes shot choice is based on what do you think that guy is thinking about over there? And to me, I'm just assuming that he's going, you know what, I got to cover up. That's, because if I stand here, what's going to happen? It's just a wide open thing. So I'm just thinking this. I just going to go
Yeah.
behind him. You know.
Right.
So um,
Well, here's part of the logic train too. Like when to decide to do that, right? There is actually, I think anyway, like your return of serve, he's got to come forward and he is, let's see where exactly he is, right? So he's got to make a strong move to his left. Boom, there's a hard cut right there.
Yep.
And now he's digging for this, right? He's going to make contact, then he's going to recover, and he's going to be one position outside that ball, right? There
Yep.
he is.
Yeah.
Now he's got a hard cut back. And so when you see your opponent, you've made them make that hard cut back to recover, great opportunity to go behind him.
Yeah.
When you put them in that situation where they really got to dig, and now they have to really accelerate, and recovery is a little bit more of an emergency. It raises their intensity and how fast they need to get back into the court, and that's a great opportunity to do exactly what you did.
Yeah, I think also on a softer court too. I mean, if you're playing on clay,
Oh yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's just no way. Soon as he starts leaning, there is just probably no way he's going to be able to put on the brakes. Now, the only thing I would tell you is that if you get yourself in this situation where you're trying to play serve and volley, and there's a good return, and now at this point you're going, well, look, I got a wide open court. Maybe right here, what you could do is take one big jab step to your right, if you're my opponent, and make it look early to me as I'm looking down the ball, but out of my peripheral, I probably see that jab step going out there. It's like a fake poach in doubles, and you're just if nothing else trying to confuse, visually distract. But if that ball's sitting there, why not dirty up the visual landscape a little bit with that one jab step over and then come on back.
Yeah,
and look,
he's fully committed though.
No, he's got that up. He's got that. The only
There's the crossover step right there. There's no chance now. He's over. It's over.
yeah. If he can recover from this and go back. Well, look, I mean, and actually he's in pretty close. You would have to hit a pretty good. I'm not saying you'd have to thread the needle, but you wouldn't you wouldn't want to get a little nervous on this if you go to the open court.
Right.
Because so look, let's go through 5 things here, Jeff, that I think are important on this. And number 1, you want to have an early commitment to your target. For me, my target, Jeff, is I've committed early to all of this thinking about, okay, I'm just assuming that he's going to be trying to cover up the open court. So my target is not a spot over here. My target is a spot above the top of the net. And one of the reasons for that is that it doesn't have to be deep, right? And if the guy does sort of mess you up with a fake poach or that jab step, and you play it relatively short down, well, maybe the ball gets down a little bit. So number 1 is just get that early commit. Always a possibility there's going to be 2 shots. That's okay. So that as you finish that swing, you're just assuming that, all right, there's a good chance it's coming back. That's okay. I think the other thing too is you got to wait for the ideal contact. I think too often what happens is we sense, hey, I got a wide open court or whatever my target is. I'm going behind the guy. We just tend to get too far out in front, kind of rush it.
Right. You got to hurry up and get it into the open court, right?
Absolutely.
Hurry up and make the final shot.
That's right. That's right. And then it becomes a little bit of a shank. Thank you very much. Like I said, it doesn't have to be deep. You don't have to hit a passing shot that's deep. And in fact, if you have a little bit of roll with his topspin forehand and the guy's guessed where you're going, all right, now that second shot, right, the 2-shot possibility, maybe not as easy for him or her as if you were to play this shot deep. And then I think the other thing that's really important is you got to have the fed head, right? You got to make sure
Yeah.
that you're not peaking early just to kind of see what's going on out there. And if you'll do that, I think you give yourself a better shot here. Let me go back. We'll just go ahead and play this point in real time, just for the heck of it, Jeff.
Just for the heck of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta say, great return. You guys, that was a good serve.
So the guy took me out wide, and took me out wide. I know you loved. I mean, it's a little bit Dittmer-ish in terms of the finish, right? There's not much.
Yeah, you just boom.
There's no real.
You just
There's no
blocked
real
it. I mean, you
flip.
blocked it, right?
It's just a block, but you leave the. How can you play a semi-block or semi-topper and leave the racket face open? Well, if you start low enough,
yeah,
and then you come around the corner,
you
got to
just
get
squared
around the corner.
Yeah, you squared the racket. Done.
And there you go. Guys, what's on your mind? Any questions? Any comments? Any remarks? Any feedback? Write down below in the comments area. Let us know. If you want to shoot me an email, I am over at Brent Abel, Abel, often misspelled, by the way, at gmail.com. Or you can go Jeff at Jacklets365, often misspelled.
Often misspelled.
.com. And we can keep the conversation private. That's cool.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Is that a groupie over there in the stands on the right in the green top? Is that a Brent Abel groupie?
Probably. Let's go take a look.
Those are, I mean, obviously those are box seats. That's a season ticket holder, obviously.
Yeah. I think he was the only one that day. This was actually a first round match, and this is against Mike Lamens, who invented the QM1, the quick mount fence mount for cameras. He's since sold the company, but he's a good player. He's from Denver, and so maybe a tough draw for both of us. But man, he let's see, I won the first 3 games, and then I lost the set 6-3.
Wow. And
then he was up a break in the second, and it was kind of like, well, maybe I'm going home early this week. Could be. But it was one of those things, Jeff, and we talked about this a lot, where you kind of go, let's just hang around. Let's see if we can extend the length of the match as long as we possibly can. And it was a dogfight. The second half of that second set was just, I don't think he didn't have any match points, but I squeaked out the second. Might have been 7-5, 6-4, something like that. Yeah. And then the rails he just kind of came off the rails after that, when it was love in the third, where, and you've seen this too, where, you travel to a tournament and, you're a little bit out of sorts the first round.
Right.
You lose the first set. This was not an example of that, but then you come back and win 3-1 or something like that in the second or third. Yeah. But anyway, so the groupie, that must be his doubles partner over there. I'm sure it was a comp ticket.
Left at will call. There you go.
That's right. Yeah. So anyway, guys, hope this has been helpful today. Look, if you love today's episode, please click the like button at YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Lots of good stuff when you do. And click that notification bell so you're always alerted every time I go live like today and or upload new content. And if this is your first time with What's the Right Shot, hey, man, good to have you here with me and Jeff. What I've got for you is a free 20-minute course on what I think is a big step forward to helping you start to play at the top of your current skill level on a consistent basis, so you don't have that wide skill level range, 1 point up here, the next point down below. We want to bring the bottom up to the top. So you have a narrow skill level range. And really it starts, I think, with how you think during the 80% on average of the match spent between points and or on side changes. Oh, and side changes. And if you manage that time really well, you tend to have that consistency playing at the top of your skill level. And by the way, well, you can pick it up over at WebTennis.com. Just drop it a first name and email address. I had someone yesterday, and I asked, and they said something like that. Can't remember how we got into it. He said, yeah, I pulled out that laminated card. He had a laminated card where, one side's got the 4 parts between point routine, the other part's got the topspin serve cues. But he said, yeah, the other day I was playing a match and I pulled out the card. And I said, dude, the card needs to be there for every point, every match. And not only then, you have to be doing it off the court as well.
Right.
You can't just pull it out when you feel like you need it. Oh, okay, I need it now. No.
Yeah.
No. It's got to be 100% commitment. So anyway.
Now I'm looking for the magic phrase. Abracadabra. What else? Shazam.
That's right. Wait, where's the magic pixie dust?
Yeah.
The
card. Yeah, the laminated card comes with a small bag of pixie dust and fairy dust.
Well, I didn't tell you that if you squeeze the card in half,
a
little stuff comes out.
Got it.
Cool. No, it's unique. It's
it's
all right, guys.
Aladdin's lamp. You rub it. Aladdin's lamp.
That's right.
And then Brenny shows up.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, man.
Okay, I think that's it.
All right.
You're just around for plucky comedic relief today, as you love to say, right?
Yeah. Lawn care and vehicle maintenance and plucky comic relief. That's me.
I got it. Okay. All right, good. All right, I better let everyone go. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Love to read your comments and respond to them. And again, any other comments you want to keep private conversation, there are the 2 email addresses right there. I'm not sure when Brent at WebTennis.com will be back in action, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's it. Time to get out there, help someone else have a great day, right?
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Go do it.